Manufacturing industries from class 10. Manufacturing. What do you mean by manufacturing? Product of goods in large quantities. After processing from raw material to move valuable products is called manufacturing. So large quantities of goods to process them from raw material to a valuable product. It's called manufacturing. So the production of goods, the large quantity from processing them from raw material to more valuable product is called manufacturing. So you can remember like the production of goods in a large quantity from raw material to the more valuable product is called manufacturing. Manufacturing belongs to the secondary sector in which primary material are processed and convert into finished goods. Okay, so manufacturing involves all the secondary sectors activities in which primary materials are being processed and converted into final goods. Importance of manufacturing industries for India. What are the importance of manufacturing industries in India? It helps in modernizing agriculture, reduces heavy dependence on agriculture, income by providing jobs in non-agricultural sectors. So it modernizes agriculture by providing employment jobs to non-agricultural sector. So as it provides jobs to non-agricultural sectors and the employment increase and they are able to sell their material to the agricultural sector and they are dependent on agricultural income. Industries help in creating job and generating more income. So we know that industries create more job options and generate more income according to our post. Export of manufactured good expands trade and bring to foreign exchange. Okay, so we can uh, sell our trades, sorry, sell our goods to abroad and we can exchange the foreign materials. Industrial development brings prosperity to the country. So industrial development brings prosperity. Industrial developments are the most important which brings prosperity of the country. Agricultural and industrial in India. Industry in India are interdependent on each other. So how they are interdependent? Let's see how they are interdependent on each other. Agricultural industry in India have boosted agriculture by rising its productivity. So the agro industries जो India की है, they have boosted agriculture by rising its productivity. Industries depend on agriculture for the raw material. So all the industries are dependent on agriculture for their raw material. Industries provide many agricultural inputs like irrigation, pumps, fertilizer, insecticides, PVC pipe, machines, tools, etc. for farmers. Development of different modes of transport by industrial sector do not only has not only helped farmers to obtain agricultural input but also help them to trade their products. So they haven't helped only farmers to obtain their agricultural input but also to help them to trade their products. Factors which affect the location of an industry. So factors that affect the location of country. Let's see. Factor, sorry. Factor which affect location of a country are raw material, cheap and Abundant availability of raw material. We should choose an area where cheap and abundant raw materials are available. Labor. Availability of cheap labor is necessary for a low cost of production. Low. So labors are also needed, cheap labors are needed. Power. Cheap and continuous supply of power is extremely necessary. Cheap and continuous supply. Cheap supply should be is a necessity of this capital. It is necessary for developing infrastructure and for entire manufacturing process and for meeting manufacturing expenditure. The capital is necessary for development of infrastructure and entire manufacturing process. Banking and insurance facilities. So they should choose the places which are near places which are where banking facilities are much available, are very good available, and other government policies. 5 bases on which industries are classified. On the basis of source of raw material used, agro-based and mineral-based. So raw materials we can classify into agro-based and mineral-based. According to the main role, basic and consumer industries. On the basis of capital investment, small scale and large scale. On the basis of ownership, public sector, private sector, cooperative, joint sector. Based on the bulk, weight of raw material and finished goods. Heavy industries, light industries. If the investment is more than 1 crore in any industries, it is considered to be large scale industries. For example, iron and steel industries, cement industries. Okay, so if investment is more than 1 crore, then is said to be large scale industries. Okay, this must be highlighted. For example, steel industry, cement industry. Okay, so investment, we need a good investment for this task. If investment is less than 1 crore, it is considered to be small scale industries. Okay, agro based industries, they obtain the raw material from agricultural products. For example, textiles, cotton, jute, silk, woolen, rubber, sugar, coffee, tea, algal oil, etc. So, agriculture-based industries get the raw material from the following that I told. Mineral-based, they obtain the raw material from minerals, we know, like iron and steel industries, cement, machine tools, petrochemicals, etc. Minerals and metals, yeah. 4 types of industries based on ownership are ownership. Public sector industries, owned and operated by government agencies. Okay, let me highlight it. And for mineral base, they depend on raw material as a mineral. Now let's see the 4 types of industries based on ownership. Ownership, let's see the public sector industry, owned and operated by government. Public, it's for public. So it is owned and operated by government like bail, sale, etc. Okay, so full form of bail is Bharat Heavy Electronics Limit. Okay, so it is Bharat Heavy Electronics Limit. Let me write Bharat Heavy Electronics LTN. LT. Okay. So just learn it off. And second one is, what is the second one? Did you know? If you know, then what's your work is, you need to answer me on the comment box with what's the full form of FAIL. It is the government sector. Okay, let me write limit. Okay, got it? And for the sale, you need to answer me. Okay. Private sector industries are owned and operated by an individual or a group of individuals. Okay, so private sector industries are owned and operated by individual or group of individuals. For example, Tisco Bajaj, Auto Limited, the Dur Industries. Okay, so let's see. Joint sectors are jointly run. First, let's see what is Tisco. It's not TTITIS. It is TISCO. So let me write. Tisco is Tata Iron Steel Limited. What is it? Tata Iron Steel Limited. You must be knowing Ratan Tata ji. He is the owner of, his father was the owner of Tisco. I'm making math for you guys, I think. I'm sorry that, but still I need to find it out for you guys. Joint sector industries are jointly run by public like government and private sector. Joint sector means jointly run. They are jointly run by private and public sectors, individual and government, like Oil India Limited. Yeah, Oil India Limited. Cooperative sector. Cooperative sector are owned by and operated by producers and suppliers of raw materials, workers, or both. The cooperative sectors are owned and operated by producers and suppliers of raw materials. So cooperate means, what do you mean with cooperate? To cooperate with one another. So all the producers and the suppliers of a raw material cooperate with each other. So this sector is known as a cooperative sector. They pool in the resources and share the profit and loss pro- proportionally. Proportionally, like sugar industry in Maharashtra, coir industry in Kerala. Okay, so share the profit and losses proportionally. Sugar industry in Maharashtra and coir industry in Khartoum. Textile industries occupies a unique position in Indian economy. How? Let's see. It contributes significantly to the industrial production. It contributes about 14% of industrial production. It employs the largest number of people after agriculture. That is 35 million persons directly. Its shares in foreign exchange earning is significant at 24.6%. So they earn 24.6% from foreign. They send their goods to foreign and they earn 24% of foreign exchange earning. It contributes 4% of total GDP. Okay, so textiles play a major role. So how if in exam it is asked, then you must write all the points which I have highlighted for you guys. And is only the industry in country which is self-reliant and complete the value of chain. Okay, we'll just highlight the self-reliant. Okay, so what do you mean by GDP? Gross domestic product. I'll write down gross domestic product is a GDP. Okay. Factors of concentration of location of cotton textile industry in Maharashtra and Gujarat. So why? Why it is a concentration of factors in Maharashtra and Gujarat? Availability of raw material was abundant and cheap. Raw material was available on a very cheap rate and also available in a very large amount. Moist climate in this coastal state also helped the development of cotton textile industry. So the moist climate in this coastal areas helped development of cotton textile industries. Because humid conditions are well required for weaving the cloth as the yarn breaks. Okay, so humid condition is very much required for weaving of cloth, and hence the moist climate is very much required, and it is available in this coastal state, and hence it's well suited for development of cotton textile industries. Well developed transportation system and accessible port facilities. So we can make this as a different point, like well developed transport system is there in Maharashtra and Gujarat. In Maharashtra, Maharashtra and Gujarat. So you get more points thanks to that. Important export facilities is also good. Well developed transport system. Accessible port facilities. Proximity to market as a cotton clothes are ideal to wear in this warm and humid states. Okay, so the market of these states are proximally cotton as the area is very humid and warm. People in the states wear cotton clothes much as the area is very humid and warm. Problem faced by cotton textile industries. Let's see, power supply is erratic in our country. Machinery need to be upgraded, especially in weaving process sector. Low output of labor. We need to import cotton in spite of fact that production of cotton in the country has increased. Stiff competition with synthetic fiber industries. These are the factors responsible for factors which face which are faced these are the factors of the problems which are faced by cotton textile industry. We can make a point, but still I'm not going to waste my time in this because you guys would get bored when I'm correcting all the mistakes and etc etc. Power supplies is power supplies is erratic in our country. Why is because power supply is very erratic means it is very unstable. Machinery need to be upgraded. Machinery needs to be upgraded because it causes a noise and electricity is used. Electricity in weaving and processing sectors. Labors are very low. Labors are not available good. We still need to import cotton to spite the fact that production of cotton in a country has increased. So we should think like still we should increase the production of cotton in our country. Still competition from the synthetic fiber industry. Cotton textile industries face a stiff competition with synthetic fiber industries. Now factors responsible for concentration of jute industry on the bank of Hooghly. Proximity of jute producing areas in Hooghly Basin. The jute are mainly produced on the basin of Hooghly River. So I'll tell you one story that India is the second producer of wait I'm making a point. India is the second largest producer of jute. Okay, first is Bangla Bangladesh. So you guys know that Bangladesh is our neighboring country. So Bangladesh, when uh, after independence, when Bangladesh was separated with India, the part which produces the very best jute means the production of jute was very best on that area was given to Bangladesh as they what you can say like they demanded for. So it was given to the Bangladesh, and hence today it is the first largest producer of jute. But second is India still, because the India has a West Bengal, still India has a West Bengal, which is also producing a very good amount of um, jute, and it is on the basin of Hooghly River. Inexpensive water transport provided by Hooghly River. So water transport is very inexpensive. It is not very expensive. It's very low expensive, not much. It is well connected by a good network of railway and waterway and roadways. So roadways we can transport through roads, railway we can transport to other cities, waterway we can transport to abroad. So they all are connected, interconnected, and and all the way is that they have a good facility of transportation. Abundant water for processing raw jute. So for growing a raw jute material, they need a abundant water, a very large amount of water. If you see the fields of jute, you will able to see that they are filled with water. Okay, so let me show you guys. Just wait a second. Okay, so here you can see the field of jute. Here it is filled with water, so it needs a lot of water for growing. Availability of cheap laborers, as you can see, the cheap laborers are available there, and they can easily be available in the neighboring states like Bihar, Odisha, UP. Kolkata is a There is a port in Kolkata, and a large urban center provides a banking and insurance. So Kolkata is a city, well-developed city, and it's provide a good banking and insurance facility and port facilities. Okay. Reason of location of sugar mills in the field. So there are sugar mills. Let's see what's for sugar mills. Raw material used. Sugarcane is bulky and perishable. Bulky. Bulky means it is very big, and perishable means it can degrade very fast. Second, it cannot be transported to a long distance before its sucrose content dries up fast. Okay, so it sucrose is very much present, very well present in Maharashtra and Gujarat. Sucrose is something uh, which is it needs as a nutrition for growth. So it should be processed within 24 hours of its harvest. So okay, so this must be this. You should highlight. I think it's a good point. Sugar industry is shifting towards southern and western states because canes produced here is higher sucrose content. So I told you that Maharashtra and Gujarat, uh, sucrose is very good present in the favorable climate condition. Cooler climate ensure a longer growing and crushing season. Okay. The cooperatives are more successful in these states. They have a good successful cooperatives. Sugar industry is being seasonal in nature. The sugar industries are very seasonal in nature and is ideal for cooperative sector. Cooperative sector, we have just studied that cooperative sectors means, see, I have just taught you guys. Where does it come? Okay, just wait a second. Yeah, it's over here. So I have just told you that the cooperative sectors are owned and operated by producers and suppliers. So what is in Gujarat and Gujarat area? I know what is in Gujarat area. In Gujarat, the industrial industries are set up by only the producer, means the farmers. They are the part of this, and they also produce. They also farm industry. They help farming industry, and all the consumers who make these factories also are the part of it. So they work together and they cooperate with each other. Okay, so yield per hectare is higher in southern states. So yield per hectare, matlab production per hectare is higher. Iron and steel industries, they are basic. It is a basic or a key and heavy industries. They are called as termed as heavy industries. If you have seen my short note wala videos, and you must have seen that it is a heavy, heavy industries. Iron and steel industries is concentrated in around Chota Nagpur Plateau region because low cost of iron ore is mined here. So in Bangalore, you might have heard, you might have seen the KGF, the Kolhar Gold fascinating. So it is a place where gold is been extracted, and so in southern India, so much of ore, iron ore, and minerals have been extracted. So this area is popular for its minerals. So higher grade raw material is closely proximity to raw materials available. Cheap labors are also available. Vast growth potential in a home market. Home market may they have a vast potential of a growth. Efficient transport network is very well in Andhra Pradesh and all. Availability of power, because this region has many thermal and hydel power plants. Okay, so thermal and hydel power plants are very goodly available here. Liberalization and FDI. So what is the meaning of FDI? It means for region directment, for region direct investment. FDI means for region direct investment. Okay. Aluminium uh, characteristics. It's a light metal, uh, non-corrosive, good conductor of heat. It's malleable, and it becomes strong when mixed with other metals. Uses of aluminium. So it is used for manufacturing aircrafts. We know that ISRO is using aluminium very much. It's using a very good aluminium. It is used for making utensils and packing materials. Packing materials and all are used from aluminium. It is well ductile and malleable. So it's used for making wires. It gained popularly as a substitute of a steel. So substitute means we can either use if we don't have a steel, then we can substitute steel by using aluminium. Electronic industries, it produces a wide range of products from transistors, tractor to television and computers for the masses. So electronics means the bell, transistors and usage of computers, television, etc. It helps us to set up telephone exchanges, telephone, phone, cellular, telecom, radios, and many other equipment which have application to space technology, aviation, defenses. So today we all live very far, but still you can hear me. You can what I can say that you can I can teach you because Then too I'm too far from you. That so this is because of electronic industries. It has generated employment for a large number of people. Electronic industries is nowadays rising up very fast. This industries has been major foreign exchange earner because it's fast growing business process outsourcing. As I told you, it's a very fast growing sector. BPO, business process outsource. India is one of the leading countries in software development. Okay, India is one of the leading countries in software development. We have 18 software technology parks which provide high data communication facilities to software experts. How many? 18 software technology parks. Okay, let me show you these parks to you. Here you go. So these are some of the software parks of India. So let's see from Jammu and Kashmir we have Srinagar. Then in Himachal we have Shimla, Dehradun, Punjab, Mohali, Delhi, Noida, Lucknow, Kanpur, Jaipur, Gandhinagar, Indore, Navi Mumbai, Pune, Manipal, Mussoorie, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Bhubaneswar, Kolkata, Guwahati. So you should keep this in your mind. All these things are very important. Okay. Industrial population and its type. Okay, I think all these things are finished. Okay. Let me start with other. Air pollution is emitted by chemical industries, bricks, flame, and smelling plant and burning of fossil fuels. So this we think we all know that chemical industries is a major industry which cause air pollution. Water pollution is mainly caused by all the chemical industries only, but major dyes and detergents, acids, heavy metals, metals like lead and mercury, pesticides, and synthetic chemical with carbon, plastic, and rubber, etc., discharged in water bodies without treatment pollute these water bodies. Okay, so it's a very simple thing, and you must be knowing this. Generators and compressors machines, furnaces, looms, exhaust fan, etc. used by industries create a lot of noise pollution. In textile industries, a major noise pollution industries, noise can be raised blood pressure and can have a physiological effect as well. Land pollution is caused by dumping the industrial waste like glass, harmful chemicals, industrial influent packings and all to the ground or soil. Thermal pollution waste from a nuclear power plant, nuclear weapon and facilities cause cancer and birth defect. Measures to control air pollution. So how to control air pollution? Participate in the air can be reduce the heating, smoke snacks to respectively the fabric filters, electricity. So again, if we feed filters, electrostatic and precipitators in the chimneys and all, then air pollution must be lesser. Equipments to control aerosol emission can be used in industries. For example, electrostatic precipitators, scrubbers, and so we should use to for emission aerosol emissions. Smoke can be reduced by using oil and gas instead of coal in factories. So oil and gas should be used instead of coal because coal cause a very much smoke, and rather than that we can use uh, oil and gas. Water pollution caused by industries can be controlled by. Though we know we should do rainwater harvesting, we should recycle and reuse hot water should treating of hot water and effluent because releasing river and pond. Primary treatment machines, hot machines like उनको गर्म ही पानी में डालने से अच्छा भी देयर शुड बी कूल इट ऑफ उनके धोने के लिए वो लोग ऐसे पानी में डालते हैं गर्म तो ऑल द एनिमल्स affected by this proactive approach and adopted by National Thermal Power Corporation and TPC for preserving nature environment. So, National Thermal Power Corporation, the optimum utilization and upgradation of equipment by adopting latest technique, minimizing waste generation by maximizing ash utilization, providing green belt or for nurturing ecological balance, reducing environmental pollution through ash pond management as well as water recycling system and waste management. So all this you can write by your own. What's your mindset? If you write by your own words, it will be much better to understand for your exam. So something which I need to inform you is yes. 90% of weaving and cutting processes decentralized sector. Is the centralized sector. So first, the first successful textile mill, I need to inform you guys. Okay, let's make important points. Important points. The first successful textile mill was formed in Mumbai. First textile industry was formed in Mumbai in 1854. Second thing is the secondly it was formed in second it was formed in Ahmedabad. Okay, and other thing in 18 so on 13 November 2011 there were 1,946 cotton and human-made fabric textile mill in our country. So in 2011, okay. Then the first jute mill was set up. First jute, sorry, jute mill was set up near Kol- Kolkata, Kolkata in 1859 at Rishra. I'm just typing. I have not kept you for just to read because I'm typing so that you must learn it off. The jute mill remained in India, but three-fourths of jute producing area went to Bangladesh. Okay. After sep- separation, separation of Bangladesh, three-fourths part of fruit producing area area went to it. Okay. Jute industry supports 3.7 lakh workers directly. Jute industry supports 3.4 lakh people directly and another 40 lakh indirectly. Other thing, I think um, uh, largest producer of sugarcane is UP. Maybe you guys knowing it. In your agriculture sector, you must have seen, and you need to learn all those iron and steel plant. Okay, let me tell you the full form of SAIL also. SAIL, SAIL means Steel Author- Authority of okay of India Ltd. Okay, this part uh, you need to be learn with familiar with this point. Bangalore is known as Silicon Valley of India. Bangalore is Silicon Valley of India. You know Valley is in California, California, California. Make it larger. California in USA. So in this Silicon Valley, the network is very high and is in India also. Bangalore is the information technology, park of information technology. So it is called as Silicon Valley. So now it's end of this chapter. This is I have taught you, and thanks for watching my video. Hope hope you guys enjoyed my session and stay happy and healthy. Till then, bye bye. See you guys.